Hi everyone, it's Judy. Welcome back to Rose Lane. Today I am going to be working on something that just kind of came to me and I'm trying to work it out. So, I'm making a mess again, but I'm going to clean it, I swear. So anyway, what I'm trying to do is I was thinking of making a pocket because this was a piece that was left over from when I cut out the V for the other 3-tiered pocket. And I thought, well, let's make that a flap and let's use this because that was what's in, and I'm not in this one, which is, I'm going back and forth. I'm actually trying to work on some stuff for the other one, which was this. And I think I'm going to go over this. Actually, why don't I just do that now? I'm just going to kind of, if I can get this brush out of here, tone it down just a little bit, particularly in between, just to make it a little more rustic. I like that word. Okay, tone it down some, and I think I may hit this with a few little spits and spots here and there too. Not a whole bunch, but it's got kind of a little over here. So let's see about just sort of, oh, I must have had a mush in there. Lovely. That's what happens when the little bits, the felts, get stuck. You know what? I'll turn that this way because I'm going to be cutting that away. Part of it anyways. I got to remeasure, but that's okay. So I had measured down, and that's not a big deal. See, this is what happens when the little bits come off from, and this is, I probably should wash this out because it probably has little bits of felt in it and bits from the applicators and stuff. Okay, this is interesting. What am I thinking here? Ooh, that could be a good idea. That could be a good idea. All right. What I was thinking, I have a mark right here. So let me just see what that is. That is about 7/8 of an inch. All right, so let me go from the other end because now I want to cut that away because I've made a mess. 7/8 of an inch. And what I'm going to do, 7/8. I'm going to try to do this from both sides. This, I originally thought I would attach it to a page, but I think I'm just going to make a paper clip. Something simple, nothing too fancy or, you know, whatever. I'm going to put that back and put my scissors in there and my eraser in there. Okay, actually I need these things. Well, no, I don't. Well, I need the pencil. I'm so scattered right now. I'm on limited time in between in the afternoon because it's a late night at the church. So I come home in the afternoon, eat my lunch here and take a small break. And then I go back till about 7:30. So, okay, that looks pretty good. So this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to make there must be a little clump of glue right there. The edge of the pocket, you can see this is where the fold is. So there's the line for the pocket. So it's going to go just in there and it's going to give me that for the pocket, if that makes sense. Okay. So what I'm going to do, most likely, is I'm going to cut off this piece. And we're working on this. We're going to see if what's in my head actually works on paper. Let's try. Hopefully my head isn't in here. I've got my hair pulled back a little bit because it was hot when I got in the van and I had the air conditioner blowing pretty high, and that blows my very, very baby fine hair all over the place. So, okay. Let's go to here, and my thought is to just go ahead and take this piece and put it on whatever I put to back pocket to actually make it a pocket, if that makes sense. Okay, am I completely out? Not quite. Got a little bump right there. Okay, so I still end up using that little funky piece, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to reach for a larger piece of this paper. These are misprints, you know, sort of like this, you know, where something printed off the page or something like that. Things that I've cut away from other things, and I have a few extra, actually a lot of extra, because this is what I use to make my pockets and flip outs and things. I just don't want a lot of bulk. It's 32 pounds. So, okay, let's do this. Let's put this away before I hurt myself. Put that away, put this away. I'm gonna do a little inking. Like I said, when I put it away, I've just got a tray. Here, I'll just show you this a little bit. I've just got a tray like this. Let's see if you can see it. I'll turn it. Okay, and this is where I keep my essential things, all right, while I'm working, so they don't end up all over my desk. That's the plan. That's the plan. So we'll see. So we'll go ahead and do that. Ugh, I'm already getting stuff on there. So I'm out here inking again, so hopefully I don't get the mess on my desk where I'm working with all my papers. So sometimes it doesn't look bad, you know, if there's a little speckle here and there or a little smear here and there, but sometimes I really would be happier if it didn't do that. So, okay. So we have that piece. Now let me get this piece. We're going to do this too. And my thought is I want to make a pocket, but I want to make that pocket fold down from inside the flap. I think you understand what I mean, which is another reason why I didn't want to attach it to a page. I'm finding that I'm making things pretty thick, and I'm beginning to get afraid that I may have to move my ring size up, and I'm going to try to avoid that if that is possible. So let's get my glue, and we're going to go ahead and glue this down. Actually, let me think. This is going to be a pocket. This is going to be a pocket. But then I want that pocket to fold down. So you know what I want to do? Not on here, but on here. I'm going to glue it up here. Okay, then I'm going to cut that little V out. Then I'll have at least one flap to fold up, I think. Let's see, let's see. If it doesn't work, what's the worst that can happen? I delete the video. And nobody's the wiser until I can come up with another idea, right? Or another way of doing it. So let's see. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to do this. Okay. Let's cut this V out. So yeah, so that little tray idea, like I said, this is part of my overall plan for cleaning as I go, trying to keep things organized while I'm working. So as I started doing this, you know, setting these things up this way, and then now while I'm working on this, I'm finding there's probably a little bit more that I need at hand. That's interesting. Let me see that. There's probably a little bit more that I need at hand to, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do it this way, and let's let's see what I've got. I may have to trim because it should have come out to the point and it didn't. So yeah. All right, I think I'm somewhere in here. I hope I'm somewhere in here. Aha. Okay. So then I'm going to get my cutter and cut down on this line right here. My little tick mark there. Okay, we'll just put that over there. But when I was using the tissue like this, you know, from the other video the other day, I should keep some of this nearby instead of having to go get it, just in case while I'm working I decide that it's, you know, that it's needed. So let me just close that, put that in there, and we're going to have a look at this. Okay, I can see what it is, but I think I can live with that. All right, so I am going to grab this. We're going to ink in here. So you won't see this side because it's going to be glued to the back of the stripe paper. I just like to do it just in case I didn't cut something exactly the way it should be, which is normal. And something might show, like a little white might show. So I try to not do that. Okay, let's go ahead now, see what we have here. Hang on. If I do that and then fold the paper up, it's still a pocket with a back that'll flip down. That'll work, I think. Okay. Like I said, I can see a finished product in my mind, but I can't always see all the steps. I think I do. And then when I get to it, I'm trying to see, it doesn't seem to want to come out. So let me clean it up a little bit here. Kind of swirl it around and get rid of what might have been stuck in there. I'm just cleaning my fingers. So, okay. Alrighty. I was thinking I saw that strawberry, probably saw me pick it up before, and I was thinking about putting it on the tip of the point of the pocket flap, and I thought, well, you know, if I reinforce it, maybe I can put a little Velcro. But then I'm thinking I do have those little picture frame turny things for sort of a latch. So I'm wondering, do that again. I lined it up from the other side instead of here, or tried to, which was wrong. Okay, I need to go up and here and there. I need to do a little adjusting. I'll probably have to do a little trimming. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe there might be a way for me to okay, now somebody I learned this. I usually want to bend it backwards like this, and I saw somebody the other day actually bend it forwards, so to get the proper crease, so they could bend it backwards. And I was like, gosh, that's just genius. So honestly, it's like, why don't I think of these things? Hopefully this is enough. I'm burnishing, but not really, really hard, because I want to make sure I am up against that. So pretty much. I just want to make sure I am at the end of the pocket and that I am even, because I really don't want it like hanging over the edge any real bit. So then we'll fold here, which I'm going to have to fold just a tad lower and trim, I think. I'm trying to make sure I am all the way over. Okay, and I think that should be okay. Now, if you're careful, one way or the other, yeah, since I'm not gluing it down, that was the key, right? Since I'm not gluing it down, I can not worry. I don't have to worry about this not being able to unfold. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's go back up here. I don't have that line all the way across, but I have it most of the way, and I want to be just to the inside. Okay, and that's that. All right, let's go ahead and ink the rest of this. Look at that, see that? Oh my gosh. I don't even see this stuff on my counter, you know, on my table. And then there's this and that. So I think tonight I am going to clean that brush, because I think that's where it's coming from. Give it a good wash and let it dry. Okay. Go up here, and like I said, I don't usually do the folds inside because I don't like it to interfere with the writing space. I look at it and I see this natural divider, you know, and that kind of bothers me, and I'm doing it anyway. I could see this stuff all over. Goodness. Sorry, guys. All right, let me kind of get this. I'll just try to remember to wipe. And let's get you. Okay, and then here on this side. So yeah, it wouldn't matter. Well, actually, you probably want to get it in here as a pocket. So it would mean looking to make sure that you get it in the right place. Otherwise, it would just fall out the bottom. But okay, let's try to get that. Okay, that's pretty good, I'd say. I might have to trim this just a hair more. Let me go ahead and do that. And then I'll have to re-ink again. Just a bit, because I see it just hang over the tiniest hair. So this way, I'm sure nothing will hang over. Okay. Go back and ink this again. Okay. So that is that. Okay, so now what I need to do, I need to put something here, which would be, I don't think this is wide enough now, no. So I'm gonna need another piece of paper. That would be wide enough. This is what will make the pocket, actually. Okay, we'll do that. This is what will actually make the pocket. What I'm gonna do here is just cut straight across. Let me find my pencil. Okay, and I'm just gonna make the little dots at the top so I know where to cut from side to side. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Okay, here and here. Let's go ahead with that. Put this to the side. And let's go ahead here. I'm hoping that this will be strong enough. I think it should. Come on now. It likes to just go either a little too far or not far enough. Honestly. Okay, so pocket. We are going to glue that in here, okay? But before we do, let's go ahead and ink everything up. And again, I'm off the camera here. And this will actually have a line. That's just how it's coming out, but that's okay. Like I said, a lot of people like it. I don't usually care for it that much, so that's what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna put that right there up to the tip. We've got plenty of room for the fold, so let's go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna use the Barely Art glue. Actually, I think I'm gonna do it on here. Doesn't matter, well it does. Let me just make sure I've got the right, because I don't think it's square. There we go. So this is the top, so we won't glue there. Let's go ahead and get this glue on. So when you see this, I will have been working more on these journals and will have more done by the time this one airs, because this is Wednesday for me. And this probably will not go up until next Wednesday. Because this Saturday, I hope to get a little ephemera folder done to hold tabs. I don't usually have a lot of tabs because I don't really have a good way, I think, to store them. So, you know, they're in a container and I'm leafing through all the time, and this is just a little wide, which I will trim. Yeah, I think I just have it a little crooked is what I do. But anyway, I just thought, you know, we do the ephemera folders and all that kind of stuff for the ephemeras, even little things. And I thought, well, you know, I can make one that's not very huge, you know, because it doesn't have to hold anything really tall or big. Get off. And, you know, that should, I got to come down here so I can see the white against the black, because when I hold it against the gray, I can't see it, and I know it's there. So I thought if I, you know, just make these smaller little pockets, and I can make them out of, my thought is to make them out of some of my heavier tracing paper and just fold over the top. Oh, let's see, I did that, but I didn't do here, but that's fine. That's fine. I can go ahead and do that. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just going to glue this on the back like so, which will create a pocket. I think I'm going to put this on some cardstock, but I think what I want to try to do, which may be another video, I think what I want to try to do is try to do that little lever thing, that little spinny lever thing. I'm trying to get this lined up. Do you think I could? Okay. I want to make sure that it's up as far as it can go. Okay. Put that down, and we'll put the 3-in-1 in. So, come on. And then it's just a matter of finding a card that we can put in, a journaling card that we can put in the pocket part of this. Now I'm going to have to remember what I did, because I'm going to have to put this in my idea journal. So that would be good. Okay, so let's go ahead. And this moved anyway. Good gravy. Okay. And push it down. And line it up. Okay, I think I'm good now. Okay. So we have that. And I didn't do that because I thought it would be glued down, but that's all right. It is all right. Let me give it a little good press here with the bone folder. Try to make sure that holds it in place. So that is the pocket. Let's clean this out because it oozes a little. Okay. There's something, oh, golly, I gotta clean this table better. There's a little piece of tissue from the other project. So let me get this, I did cut this down and didn't ink the sides here. I wonder if I inked the outsides. It looks like I did, but I'll do it again, just to be sure. All right, so now, what do we want to do? And I only have the 12 minutes. But I'm thinking I would really like to try to put this on something considerably heavier. So what do I have? What do I have? Let's see here. This is pretty good. Maybe we'll put it on here, cut it out. And then the question is, what's easier, honestly, is Velcro, because I can do that pretty quickly. Doing one of those levers, I honestly have not done one of them. So, okay. There we are. I want to put a decent amount of glue on it because the glue does create another thickness, which helps to, you know, to add to the stability of the piece. So I really do want to make sure that there's plenty of glue. So if anything oozes out, I will just go ahead here and do that. All right, then I'm thinking, what else would I want here? I've got a few little fussy cuts. No, probably not. I don't know if I'll do a, let me cover up my glue. I don't know if I'll do a, I forget, a word or something on the bottom here. I'm just going to cut this out for ease, because the less there is around it, the quicker I can cut it. So we'll just go ahead and do that, because I want to get as close to the cut that I have here as possible. So, okay, that one. That. These sometimes get a little tricky. So, I'm trying to stay in the light as much as possible so I can see what I'm doing. All right. So this is just one of those, you're along for the ride with me here. I like being able to craft along with you and not necessarily just kind of come in and say, look, we can do this. I like sharing the thinking process and the creative process with you guys, because if you were here with me, actually physically here in my home with me, that's what we'd be doing. We'd be sharing like that, you know, and just kind of crafting together, whether we're doing the same project or something different. We're just companions crafting along, you know, and I like that. So, but sometimes for time's sake or whatever it may be, just need to kind of pull things together and, you know, just do a quicker video, a shorter video. So if my timer goes off, I have just slightly less than 8 minutes, but if my timer goes off, I will just shut it down and we'll see what we can do. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay. Get out. Get out. Out. Out of the pocket. All right, let's just put the garbage over this way. Okay. And I'm going to glue this on here like so. I like that. I'm just going to try to hold it in place while I flip it and give myself, I'm going to push that up just a little bit so it's not on that little piece of, you know, where it was kind of carved out. Okay, so that's where I'm going to put my glue, and we're going to do the Veriepear Arts because I think we can handle that. And then I'm just going to run around the other side of my cabinets here and get a piece of Velcro, because that's where they are, because I don't use them often. So like I said, when I was trying to redo the room here, I tried to consider what was most necessary. I'm going to kind of shout at you while I go around the corner here, but I was trying to decide what would be most necessary to have closest to me in what I call my little cockpit here. That's what I'm calling it. I've got this little space around me. So let me just, I'm gonna cut one of these. I don't know, maybe I want the whole one. Let's just do the whole one. Okay, so we'll put that one there. And we'll take this one, put that up here, right on top of that. And then we will close that down there. And that keeps that closed. And let me see. I think any cards that I have would probably be too big, but let's just say, so this is the Velcro closure. Trying not to bend it too much. A card is going to go in here. Probably not this one, as you can tell. It's, well, it's deep enough, but almost, but it's not wide enough. So a card's going to go in here, and then when you undo it, you have all of this writing space here with this pocket. You close this up. Let's take this out because it really doesn't fit. You close it all up, you close it down, and I'm just going to clip it with a little paper clip to the page. So let's see if I have anything that I can manage with a card. I know I had some sort of squarish ones, but I think they're kind of big. I'm probably gonna have to make a card, guys. I'm probably gonna have to make something with my bits and pieces, but let's go ahead and let's put this into, clip it onto a page with a little, let's say, it'll go on a writing page like this. So let's say it's gonna go on this page. And let me just grab a paper clip, just a simple paper clip for right now. And that'll get clipped to a writing page and then give you more writing space as well. So that's what we'll do. We'll just go ahead and do that and make that kind of look pretty. But that's what it'll look like. So that's our little project for today. Our little pocket hidden journaling space, like a pocket tag kind of thing, a different one. I think that's kind of clever. And I think that's it for now. So, okay, that'll be it. I will see you on Saturday before this one comes up. I'll see you on Saturday, hopefully making the little ephemera folder for some tabs, which I will make out of scrap pieces of paper as such, things like this, because it's wide enough to make my tabs. And then we'll start learning how to, I'm just going to sort them by color. I think that's probably the easiest way. So that's going to be it for now, guys. In the meantime, be happy, be safe, enjoy this summer. It's just swiftly going by. Just take your time out there and enjoy the beautiful, beautiful time of year. And be safe, be happy, be blessed. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.